That's up on the landing. The clock you hear was built, or actually built, but the cabinet was built by Reverend Schultz. It was one of my ancestors, a Moravian. He was a cabinet maker. He built it 1809. It's been in my family all those years. That amazes me.
Yeah.
That long to be, it just is, well, I think of, 200, was it, I don't know, 100 and some odd years. It's just is 200 years.
You talked about your parents had a bakery on Broad Street and
Yes,
next to the police.
Well, the original bakery was a mintery. We made Moravian mints early on in the mid 1920s, and that the mintery was on, what is that? Not Gap. Is it Gap?
Raspberry?
No, it's where where Dardo's is. It's right up the street from Dardo's. It was in sort of a basement-y building, and we made Moravian mints. They were shipped all over to the hotels and things. And when the Depression came, that sort of fell apart, candy, because it just did. So my grandfather really decided to concentrate on baked goods, which he did. And the original bakery, the original baking was done by all of his relatives. They were all put into service, making this or that in their homes in town. And he had an old Ford. Dolly! He had an old Ford car that he took the back seat out and built these cabinets with drawers to take the baked goods, which I still have, and he would deliver them. And then that went on for a good long time. Then the war came. We finally moved next to City Hall. There was a building there. That was where the bakery was, because the bakery started to grow at that point because women were working at steel. And you couldn't get, with rationing, you couldn't get sugar or flour unless you were in the industry. And that took off then. So the bakery took off in the 40s. In the early 50s, when my father came back from the service, he joined my grandfather, and we bought a building on 13th Avenue on the west side of Bethlehem and put the bakery there. And it was there until 378 was built, because 378 runs right through where the bakery was. And at that point, we moved to 2nd Avenue, 2nd and Broad Street in Bethlehem, because that was the old Bethlehem Baking Company, which had been closed. It was built in 1910 and was closed for years. When we bought that building, my father modernized it and put the main bakery there, but we had stores all over the Lehigh Valley. One was at 17 East Broad, one was in the arcade in Bethlehem, where, I don't know what that's even called now, but that was where there was an A&P in there, and a farmer's market, and Ferentz's Cheese Shop was there in downtown, and Shannon's, that's where they started. Because Shannon's and the Ferentz's and my grandfather, they were all started at the same time, their businesses. The cheese and the supermarket and the bakery.
And we've heard something about that farmer's market.
Was in there.
It's down there.
It's in the back. Well, that arcade, that's where that Mexican restaurant is. Mm-hmm. You'd walk down that long hall, and in the back, of course it's now shops, but that was sort of open. It was huge. And part of where the brick outside was, there was also a roof over part of that.